I would like to be more detached, even though I'm already aloof. I would like to be sovereign. I would like to.
Got a wet, black tents, black cars, posted in the back. Foreign pop, loaded clock, I can't never lack. Use the club, if you hit a lick, can't run it back.
Okay, hopefully there's no glitches. This is going to be different, I suppose. But to me, 4 years from now, 4 years from now, that will be the 2030 project. Yeah. I don't even, well, I'm not sure how to do this video or if there is a particular way you do it. But to me, 4 years from now, what I would like for you 4 years from now. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, but me 4 years from now, I would like to have my own bat cave, like Bruce Wayne, Batman. It's decked out. It's tailored to my liking. Leaded paint, real wood to block off the harmful EMF waves. My own well, structured living water, copper pipes to cleanse my water. My own garden, learn botany, no GMOs, down to the point where I can test my own seeds and see what is without needing a third party to potentially lie to me for whatever reasons. I would just like to sustain and protect my household traditionally, real provision, an allodial title for my land, a lot of land, modern day luxurious container homes, just in case my brothers want to come through or what. I'm pretty sure in the near future I will acquire new brothers. You know, people that's just walking in a similar direction. We have the same foundation for the most part, and they're your life brothers or partners or what. It's decked out. Talking about tripwire. See you coming through there. I got the, I grew up on James Bond. That was my favorite thing about James Bond. He was self-sufficient. He can truly provide provision for his own household and sustain it traditionally without a third-party entity being security to protect his ass. If it was up to me, if I could go back, I would have did things a little bit more clean cut. I would have got into Delta Force training. That muscle memory, that muscle twitch fibers, your synapses sparking off. In the heat of battle, you know what to anticipate, you know what to look out for, you know how to win given the situation and circumstances at hand. I wanted to do that, but unfortunately, we were so unfortunate and it didn't pan out that way. Maybe in the next incarnation, but I don't want to reincarnate with no recollection of my past life just to do it all over again. You know how long it took for me to be this good at what I can do? Some people will pose the argument of, okay, you got no recollection of your past life, so how would you know? But if they told you and showed you and proved to you that this were your trillionth time being here, at that point, I got to see who the guy and the devil is, because at that point, I'm Spawn. You know how he killed guy and the devil and forged his own path? He didn't agree with any of their ideologies. That's more so myself. I represent the gray area. I don't believe I'm good. Good is fucking boring to me. They used to tell me to be good and to do unto others as you want done unto you growing up. But in a way, I realized I was being fucking fake when they told me to smile and kiss babies and shake hands. It's not a bad thing to do, but it wasn't how I truly felt. I felt nothing. So, and I got burned for that too. And I guess it was warranted because I wasn't being genuine. I was being nice because they told me I'm supposed to be nice. So yeah. And the females don't like that shit either. It's boring, right? But I'm not glitching. I'm not inherently irredeemably evil with a predisposition. After all, I have my own philosophy. I don't believe in it imposing my will on someone else, though my will for someone else is great. But hey, that's not for me to say, so my support behind things is like the universe. If you believe you'll make it, the universe agrees. If you believe you will not make it, the universe also agrees. So that's my support behind things. It's the realest way you could possibly be. It coincides with thermodynamics and laws of the universe. what you feel and think about yourself as well as the world internally will be manifested and projected externally. So I represent the gray area. The gray area is more so self-interest, indifference, and resistance. Why the Trinity? Why the three? Is because I notice when I act on that program, I obtain the results, the outcomes I once wanted for myself or that I still want for myself. That's why. It's unfortunate. I would like to, be an idealist and romanticize the idea of a special individual, a special lady, my counterpart, if it exists, somewhere inside me, like my inner child that hasn't been tainted, and he's still hopeful, he's still an idealist, he still romanticizes the idea. He still believes in love, a true love, or a soulmate, or soulmates with the S, plural. And somewhere within me, I do yearn for that. Even if it's a micro percentage, somewhere within me, I do want that. But soon enough, once I'm daydreaming, I get doused in the cold waters of reality, being that isn't possible, it's not plausible. You got to go off of statistics and analytical data. The latest point of reference being LeVar Ball. I don't really know the situation. To give you some premises, I'm not going to attempt to trivialize the matter because I'm a spectator. But from the outside looking on in, I seen that he was there for this lady in her most darn times when she was incapacitated, if you will. Moment she got her groove back, the divorce papers were there waiting for him after his leg amputation as well. Could you imagine putting in such an investment and your return is a spit in the face and a kick in the hiney? It's like I see that. I can't help but to see that because I'm too smart to not see that or too stubborn. I don't know. But I guess I've seen it work thus far because it's still up and running until it ends. And it's like Denzel Washington and his wife, though we don't really know much about them and the hardships they sustain together or what. But this is a different day, age, and era. This is a different animal. After all, we just entered the age of Aquarius. 26,000 years, you're going to die here. I happen to be in Aquarius. My life path number is 1. So that tells me I have to be the first to open a door. Whether that door leads to some jigsaw fucking dungeon, I have to have the cojones and risk myself to go and see what's going on before anybody else follow after me. So life path number 1, my secondary number is 8. And I am Mr. Drovrin Goldfinger to you. I have the Midas touch. Everything I touch turns gold. And James Bond was my favorite, one of my favorites, still is. Franchises of all time. I grew up on Pierce Brosnan as well as Daniel Craig. I wouldn't put one over the other, though. I started with Pierce Brosnan. They both are the greatest. Sean Connery was damn great as well, too. It's original, I believe. My grandma put me on earlier on. So it's all attributed to her. And did I say this already? But what I want my own bat cave. All the essentials, all the amenities to block off all of the silent weapons that's with quiet wars. I can hear still. I'm here still. Still. And I would like to have someone special if that exists. But again, as soon as I think that thought, I'm immediately doused in the cold waters of reality. Like that isn't possible, man. That isn't possible. I did believe I met someone special not that long ago too. And then I had to be analytical about it. Or so I think. And I'm like, that's just you romanticizing the idea of that again. You don't have the luxury to do that as a man. You still have to uninstall the rest of the remnants of what they showed you in your impressionable years, like from Disney growing up in Tangle. They would show the guy putting his coat over the puddle and she would walk over it. What they didn't mention to you is that symbolically you represented the coat. Could you believe that? uh, Another thing, well, this isn't, I guess this doesn't pertain to the 4 years from now, but I just want this shit to be worth it for us all, man. Whether we like each other or not, or we never meet across paths, so you never see my video, I never encounter. I just hope this shit is worth it for us all, man. Like, at least, at minimum, just dealing with polarity and the equal yet opposite reaction. All the pain and everything we sustained, how hard we tried, the blood, the sweat, the tears. I hope that's at least, at minimum, matched with the equal yet opposite of that reaction. And just not knowing and having to walk down with a blindfold. It's like both of my eyes were taken out of my skull, and I'm just walking a tightrope. That's the length or the width of dental floss. No light, and I'm just walking blind. That's what it feels like. I guess the signs I do see is people say things that I already feel about myself. And that's me looking outside of myself with no biases. Though you can only do that to a degree, but the degree I can do that to is enough for me to see how I'm possibly being observed. And people just put emphasis on exactly what I see, as well as and and I see numbers all the time. And then I tend to add those numbers up. I can't help but to do it once I learned it. But it's three set of numbers I see all the time. That's 6:59 p.m. and 6:59 a.m. I was born at 6:59 p.m. by myself. I am the third child. I have two older brothers, one younger brother, and my younger brother have a sister that I don't get along with at all. So I don't even like to mention that at all. But my middle, not my middle, but my nickname is Wednesday. That was before Wednesday Adams. Though it's crazy how it all ties. My astrological ties and me being the middle child and the third day of the week, Wednesday, and it just all emphasized and makes so much sense now that I've trained my eye to see the signs. I see 6:59 p.m. and a.m. all the time. I see 10:17 a.m. and p.m. all the time. So you probably wonder, when the fuck do you sleep? I had insomnia most of my life. Talked to ChatGPT about it. It was able to bring out of me what I feel is the truth. And it pretty much says that my mind is running 1,000 miles per hour, and I can't find peace until I am where I feel I should be. So basically, my mind isn't at peace. It's dealing with a locust swarm, a tornado, a volcano, an avalanche, a mudslide, a downgrade. It's dealing with so much, and so I guess that's why I can't sleep. Really, liquor helps me sleep. Wine that is a nice gesture. Red or white wine is fine. Marijuana, though, I don't like to smoke outside because I get too anxious. And people notice it too. It's too obvious. They're like, "Yo, you nutty? What the fuck is going on?" It's like I'm just my biofield is extra sensitive to things, and they just look like, yeah, edibles cool too, but that can be too much sometimes. I will still wake up high or what. Haven't tried psychedelics yet, but I want to give it a try someday. After all, Joe Rogan, one of my favorite podcasters of all time, did say he believed everyone should try it out at least once to just offer you perspective that you can never conceptualize where you are now. I'm deterring again, but me, 4 years from now, man, I want my own bat cave, the whole nine, a Lodio title, my whole own arsenal tripwire, just in case you think you're going to intrude. I want to make up for lost time, though I don't know if you can truly do that. Again, I don't talk to my brothers as often as I would like to talk to them, but I don't take it personally. It's kind of hard for me to look at the camera and talk sometimes to it when I'm not in character or what. It's easier to be in character, but because they're currently occupied with occupations. Looking at it, it's not substantial. They've been there for quite a while, and I haven't been at a job in quite a while. I'm resourceful. I just learned things. My whole life, I managed to slip through the cracks. Very resourceful, and it's crazy. I have more than my brothers, and they've been working 8 years plus over me, but I have more than them. How the fuck do that make sense, man? Yet you want me to go out and get a job. Job is defined as public business for private dishonest gain. Why you think you're making an honest living? Honestly, there's someone behind the scenes privately eating private parts, gaining this honestly off of your hard work and labor. That won't be me. How the fuck am I supposed to catch up with mustard? They had a 400-year head start. And the propaganda and perception game. You know how we're perceptualized in a light that isn't in favor of us to where people have their preconceived notions of us due to how we're depicted and advertised, and people perceive it to be the way that they intended them to see. It's silent weapons for quiet wars. Those who control perception controls reality. So now I'm Madden. But I can't complain. It's some black guys that don't look not nearly as good as me. So it's on Madden. I was able to enter some beautiful doors just off of my wit, my charm, and how I look. So some guys got it harder. And I respect it. Me 4 years from now, man. I want to be put up. I don't want to have any financial worries. I would like to retire my brothers. They missed out on most of their prime. They're still in their primes. Yeah. I want to retire them. I want to help my mom out too. Sometimes I get torn between two things. I shouldn't be telling her business, but you guys don't know who she is anyway, but okay, let's word it like this. Ah, fuck that. But she's on dialysis, man. The root word of dialysis is die. I know a little bit about the statistics and what to expect if you're on there for longer than the time you're supposed to be on there, of what the potential outcome may be. I think about that too. I try not to think about it because it's in the future and there's no sense of worrying about something you can't control, though that is easier said than done when it comes to me. And it's like if I'm able to make it in time, I wasn't able to make it in time for my grandma. She's been gone for quite a few years now. I even had dreams for my grandma. You're probably like, yo, how the fuck? I had dreams for her, man. I don't know exactly what her dreams were, but I had dreams for her. I know who her favorite actors were. I know she liked to gamble and dominoes and with money. She liked her jewelry and rings or what. I would have liked to got her in a room, you know, like Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, Sean Connery, and all of them. They're at a table playing poker or gambling with money. They got their cigarettes. You know, she like cools, cools, yeah, cools. It's weird. It's weird. I had dreams for my grandma. Like she probably couldn't conceive such, but I had things I wanted to do for her. I wasn't able to do it in time. But it's like at minimum, I want to be able to help my mom out. She's so fucking hard headed and stupid. I want to like take her out the country and someone will have to prove it to her that it's possible to heal the body through fasting, prayer, meditation, affirmations, grounding, raw fruits and vegetables or what, to take her somewhere to where she can get real help and get a reboot, a oil change on her body, if you will, so she can see what's actually possible. Because she has white coat syndrome, then a bitch. She just take what them people say over what I tell her because I don't have the qualification or what. And it's I know I may sound fucked up for this. It's like half of me wants to, or 40% of me want to, and 60% don't. I don't want to give up one of my kidneys and she's still eating the same nonsense. And then I have to be even more careful about my health. Because, you know, one of the leading causes of killings when it comes to black men is dietary, outside of like a bullet and like being incarcerated. I can't go for that. And it's like I don't want to give someone a piece of myself, something that's invaluable. Someone can offer me 10 million right now. I wouldn't do that. I'd keep both of my kidneys. It's like I would to do something like that and someone just step all on it. Even if their intent is right, it doesn't matter. It takes emotional intelligence. After all, the road to hell was paved with good intentions. I wouldn't want to do such a thing if you're going to continue to ingest the same shit. Then I'm going to live with anger and resentment. So I feel like that's out of question of me doing such a thing, especially if you're going to react the way I. What timestamp is that? That's 1959. I know most of the time I have not been looking at the camera. It's kind of tough for me to do that when I'm not in character or what. But man, I know a lot of people, all of us, like, yo, I just want to make it, but it's different. There's levels to the scales, the scales of pain, though you shouldn't necessarily compare pain, but some are obviously more painful than others or what. So it's like, man, I gotta make this work. This shit gotta happen. Don't have much of a resume, and I'm not. I don't regret that. I got to do things I wouldn't been able to do had I had been stuck at a job somewhere like my brothers. And I see that's a route I don't want to take. They're fucking stuck, and I can't even talk to them how stuck they are. So I can't do that. I can't do that. But yeah, I know my mind is everywhere with this. I am sporadic at times. And again, one more time, me 4 years from now, me 4 years from now, I would like to have my own place, no financial worries. My brother's retired, my mom retired, and in good health, and with someone special. You know, I would like to have my own children in the future. That would be dope, I think. But yeah, to me, 4 years from now, I hope you wholeheartedly embody stoicism, being unshaken, unbothered. I would like to be more detached, even though I'm already aloof. I would like to be sovereign. I would like to, always continue to be myself authentically without seeking any external heads up validation of. To always be happy with what I'm doing because I want to do it because I did it. And again, I did see this quotable. I have to pull it up again because I do not remember it, man. Because I do not remember it. And it is, the moment you are disturbed by insult or pleased by praise, you are still a slave. I seen that after I developed another philosophy. It was after the fact. I had to put it on my story on Instagram. They finally let me back on Instagram, guys. They gave me a big sorry and told me it was their fault. And of course, I didn't do anything. But yeah, I'm back on IG. And I seen that quote after the fact. And you want to know how it coincides with mine? Mine's a lot more raw and ignorant. But mine is, if you hating on me, fuck you. Oh, you complimenting me? Fuck you. You see how it didn't fluctuate? There was no more energy. It was equally distributed. And again, let me read that quotable to you again. The moment you are disturbed by insult or pleased by praise, you are still a slave. So if you're criticizing me, hating on me, we could use that word, or you're complimenting me, it's still the same fuck you. I can't be manipulated or controlled. Still have remnants of excitement when someone says something. I have to uninstall the rest of it. But I'm on course, of course. It's funny. Develop another way of life, right? And it coincides with the philosophy that was already here before me. He said, I'm winning anyway. You can't do it. I feel like Denzel right now. Ah, man, what the fuck? To me, 4 years from now, man, I want you to completely embody that. Remain stoic, always unshaken, always true to yourself and authentic. And to always to discern well and weed out what isn't for you and what's for you. Say everyone is going to hurt you. You just have to find the ones worth suffering for. Sometimes I wish I didn't feel at all, though by default I don't feel much, but that shit can be so much of a distraction. But then sometimes you get stuck in rumination, you know, concurrent, perpetual gyroscope-like cycle of pre-existing patterns that remind you of who you were. Your room is still the same way. You have a pile of clothes somewhere and it holds the same energy. And these energies remind you of who you were and they can keep you stuck and complacent. And you see a way forward. Well, you really don't see anything. It's like I'm walking again. My eyes are taken out of my sockets and I'm walking a tightrope that's the width of dental floss with no light. I mean, hell, the light would be useless because I don't have eyes unless I'm Neo from the Matrix Part 3 when his eyes got burnt out. That's how I feel, man. It's a very uneasy thing to feel that way, like to just be walking and you don't know what the fuck lies ahead, if there's even anything ahead at all. It's like fucking back rooms in real life. It's cut off. I ain't been on stream in a minute, so I'm going to spark up stream on TikTok in a while. Just a bit. But yeah, to me, 4 years from now, there will be 2030 project. I just want you to win at the end of the day, man. That's a double entendre. I'm talking to myself in 4 years and I'm talking to you as well. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like the video if you like the video. I know the video is fucking weird. I'm weird at times. And I own it. It's nothing like me. Hype up the video if you feel compelled to do such. Comment, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Deal me the link via X, formerly known as Twitter. Let me know what you want me to react to next or what you want me to talk about. Follow me on Twitch, Kick, and Rumble. The Discord server is up. Haven't streamed in a while, so I'm going to stream on TikTok just a bit. You know, pop back out and show my face for a little while. And I'm back on Instagram. I already put it in a link tree, so sayonara.